experiences. What you're about to watch is so extra. I want you to dance hall on the front. I was having a good time, and then I think when we got to one of the shows in New York or Birmingham, someone said, technically it's dance split. That is horrible. We've been this for like 3 weeks and you've ruined it, so I'm so sorry, Jesus. But there we go. Should I be scared of what you think? Yeah, you should. No, right. Do you think Egypt was scared to fix? Oh. Is this stereotype of being super nice true? If I say no, you kill me. Is that fucking aliens, they're horrible. It's true! Good for you! Just stand up for yourselves, guys. Next time someone gives you shit, just be like, I'm going to kill you. That's what they want to do. Luna bias. Who's the Luna stand in here? Okay, Taste.
It's me, it's me.
Hello. Do you prefer live performances as opposed to videos? Well, I mean, yes. Because no offense to videos, but when someone leaves a comment saying yes versus these two, even if I were to do this whole show and there was just one person there saying, you know what, Dan?
Piss!
Yes. At least that was a real moment, you know? It's enabling me in dangerous ways that we should all be scared of, to be honest. I should just stay inside and see how it goes. What is it like being able to reach the top shelf? Have white privilege and tall privilege. That's where it's at, okay? Being able to reach the biscuits for real.
Although it gives me anxiety at concerts, because I feel like if you stood up, I'm always going to block the view if someone stood behind me. So
Yeah.
Exactly. I simply can't exist moment to moment without inconveniencing people, so it sucks, basically. Could you please do your best Canadian accent, a boot?
It's not an accent, that's a word.
That's terrible, okay. Do you have a favourite Timbit flavour yet? Alright. You guys could ask me literally anything. This is the marketing journalism right there.
Yeah. This is how we judge.
Alright. How many of you guys like Tim Hortons? Okay. Now, that's one thing to be proud of. In the UK, we have a bunch of shit coffee brands like Cafe Nero. Nobody likes that shit. Okay, we're not
Speak for yourself.
I would say, hey. Birthday cake. There is something inherently gay about the birthday cake.
Oh yeah.
I saw
The rainbow sprinkles.
I don't look like that on the outside, but so I feel on the inside. Somehow I get that sexual, I don't know. But no, that was delicious. I had about 6, which is why I'm so fucking hyper right now. And also, I had a double-double thinking that was the thing, and then one of you guys said, no wait, you can also get a triple-triple or a quadruple-quadruple.
Yes.
Has anyone ever had a quadruple-quadruple and lived?
Like a dorothy
I can't believe it. You're all dead right now. You're in hospital. Floating above your bed. That also sounds weird. But for real, no, not going to do that. But it was tasty. What is it creamer that goes into the double-double?
Yeah.
No one needs to consume that. What is your favourite thing about Toronto? Obviously doing the pre-show experience.
Thank you.
Although actually, I was very heterosexual last time I came here. I went to a Blue Jays game. But I'm not a sport guy. Do you know what I do like? Just an excuse to sit and eat for a long time. I had so much popcorn, I had no idea what the hell was going on, and I did not care. It was expensive, but someone else was like, do you want to come? And I was like, okay. And then I was sat next to this cute guy that was, because we have looked like, you know, who said Phil? I didn't fucking hear you, and I knew that's what you said. But the secondary giggling, he wishes, no, it was, because all these people are like, people, they had friends in different cities, and it was the guy that was the lead on Broadway at that moment in the Book of Mormon, and I was sat next to him, just like quietly shivering the whole time, but I was in the closet, so I just ate my popcorn and felt weird. What is the weirdest thing that you've had to sign on tour? A guy made me sign the top of his ass cheek. At the moment, it might have been, because it had a bit of a heart, and that you made it weird. But also that's 100% what it was for. And it was one of those, it had so fast, I didn't really have enough time to think about whether it was appropriate or not. So I just did it, and then I was like, it's too late now, there we go. So wonderful, shout out to that guy and his axe tattoo. Which one of your guys took the most creative process? Do you remember when I did that tour of Dan's brain?
Yeah.
Me trying to kick the PJ, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. The whole thing was it was made on a green screen, and I made half of the brain green, and then I realised I've ruined the whole thing. So it took like 4 weeks, and I was like, this was okay, but it wasn't worth the effort. That was the last time I crafted something, unironically. What inspired you to sing Evanescence at a bar in New York? 12 drinks. These guys were like, Dan, you just, because we've been out a few times, they were like, you're just very dense, you don't seem to get drunk. And I was like, well, give me like 4.5 hours and we'll see where it goes. I don't think I was quite that drunk, but it was enough to get me to try to sing the whole of an Evanescence song in a falsetto voice and then try to do the duet by myself. Yeah, it was,
We love the
there were like
lights.
9 people in the room filming it, and that's too late now. Alright, good one here from Ellie. Dan, are gay people real? Seems kind of fake to me. Gay people are sus as fuck, and they are absolutely not real. I'm not neither of you, it's a conspiracy. Do you miss Steve, or do you have new friends? I miss Steve, so Steve in the gym. Do you remember when Phil said that in the gym? That was honestly one of the most moving companionship moments I've ever had. Just because this random, disease-ridden, ugly bird would just arrive every day with his manky foot, and I'd be like, wow, I'm like Snow Eye right now. It's just so wonderful. And now we don't have Steve, but there's like a couple of, I'll tell you what, there's lots of magpies, and they're kind of sassy and terrifying because they're way too smart, and sometimes they look at you and I'm like, they're trying to kill me. I just know. And there's that weird rhyme about there being like 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, and then the more the rhyme goes up, the worse it gets. So I'm just terrified of them basically. Fuck magpies and anyone who likes them. Favourite anime? Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Might be a boring choice, but it's the GOAT, finally. Are you a furry? No. Really? Would you rather have a hairless cat or a hairless Phil? Weird. People say that hairless cats are ugly. I think they're kind of silly, to be honest. Beautiful. There's something about a hairless cat looking all
Wrinkly. I need to make a little sweater.
and like they're just in pain all the time. And I'm like, same. You know what I mean? I would love a hairless cat, honestly. Fuck them. No. Oh, check out, we've got an illustration over here. Have you been attacked by a Canada goose yet? That's the one thing that Kitchener is good for, okay? We have Canadian geese in the UK because they fly around and stuff, and yeah, I had a traumatizing bread moment when I was 5. There were a bunch of ducks in the pond, right? So there I was, walking up with a little loaf of bread, just trying to crumb it up, having a good time. And then all of a sudden this goose that was the height of me just came up to me with a paw and then bit my hand. Fucking traumatized for like 10 years. And this thing chased me, right? And I literally ran away screaming and crying. And then my grandma still laughs thinking about that. So, am I a real Canadian because I have goose trauma? Hey Dan, what's your favourite food? Timbits, obviously. Although, going to Montreal is pretty good.
Montreal smoked meat.
In the mouth, so it can go wrong, right? It can't go wrong, can it? Oh yeah?
You do all the clothes.
I will do that. Would you rather never wear black or never say a swear word again? Oh damn. I would just be a nice Christian boy with a clean mouth, I think, because the aesthetic's not going anywhere, let's be honest. Bestie, do you use a mouse with your left hand? And I don't. Who is this? Traitor. Full left-handed. I mean, it is objectively terrible. Are you born with the handed, or are you kind of like taught to use one? Because I feel like your parents can't bully you into one, so I hate my mom for just making me useless in life, basically. 100%. Left-handed people aren't real, and neither are the gays. Do you still learn music by ear, or have you learned sheet music? I am so lazy, I will never learn sheet music in my life. I watch YouTube tutorials, and then I read the sheet music for like the ornamentation, basically. That's the way to do it. Shout out to all those free YouTube videos. Who is your alt bias? Taman. what anime are you watching at the moment? I was actually going to watch an old anime about a pianist and a conductor called like No Dan Cantabile. I don't know if you've heard of that. Yeah, it's supposed to be like one of the most popular ones of all time, and I love my weird classical music and romantic angst. So yeah. I've watched all of Food Wars, are you kidding me? It is the fucking best show of all time. It is in there. Who's your favourite character? Oh yeah, obviously taste like. What is the best moment of your torso? Doing the pre-show experience. Who would be your dream guest for Dystopia Daily? So, I am doing one with Louise. I was like, we need to bring back this energy, and I did something that was so traumatic, I kind of scared her. I don't know if she enjoyed it, and we might not upload it, but we'll see. But there is another guest before that, and you're not ready for this guest. Okay. Oh, why did you close Dan and Phil's shop? Oh. So I only became aware of this like 2 hours ago, but apparently if you go to danandphilshop.com, there's like a gravestone.
Yeah, and
so I asked Martin about this, and he was like, I don't know why that happened. It's just like an automatic website thing. It looks like a fucking gravestone. It's just because we ran out of stock, so we made it a redirect page, and I'm like, bro, it doesn't need to look like a memorial. Jesus, drama, Christ, no, we changed that, don't worry. What is everyone talking about? I went, yep, looks like we're dead. Oh, we have boxer briefs with illustrations. Thank you. I'm a boxer briefs kind of guy, you know what I mean? Boxers, it's just too scary, too going with the flow. I need a bit of security. Briefs is too much security. I do not trust anyone that wears briefs. Hey Dan, what is the best way to tell if you've done enough social stuff for the week? I mean, probably when you wake up the next day and you go, bitch, I'm not going outside. Which is me most days. It was me after that Evanescence day. I was like, I've got to get on the bus for like 6 hours now, fuck this. And then I got to Niagara and I thought, I'm about to just dive off the edge. If you were to get a tattoo, what would you want? I wouldn't, because I have commitment issues. The idea of liking anything long enough, I don't know, a lot of you guys have very cool, beautiful selections that show your individuality, expressing yourself. I'm ashamed of my individuality, I do not want to express it. What is 37 multiplied by 21? 37 times 2 is 32 times 10 is 720, and another 37 is 757. 777, lucky. Hey, almost. Fuck you. I was a theatre kid, not a math nerd. What are your top 3 kinks? Okay. See the Instagram videos? It's just piss, piss, and feet. Right, I'm gonna So here's the thing, right? We had this the feet washing discourse about whether stepping on soap counts, and then people were like, Nick, sorry, it doesn't happen. Was this just a ploy for me to prove how clean my feet are by posting a photo? Yes! Do you know how close I was to doing that?
You're already on 50 feet.
For the OnlyFans, when I run out of steam, Jesus. And you got one that just says, the game? Really? Oh my god, wow, the deeper we get in the pile, the more deranged this gets. Drop the TikTok, written like a serial killer. Appropriate. I don't think the world wants me on TikTok. Me with the power to express myself at any given moment, that terrifies me.
Do it!
I feel like it's inevitable, right? It's one of those things where it's like you can try to hold off and then one day it will suck you in. So
Put the feet on TikTok.
Post feet on TikTok. Your first post, I'm like, hey guys, here's some followers. Did you lose your Tesco? Alright. Did you see that? I dropped someone who was called Daniel J. Howell, and they saw a card on the floor and they went, damn, is this you? No, but there is now a clone that I've to murder. What are your guys like? Okay, so this is something that I need to know. What is like the bougie supermarket store or like the good place that you would go to? You cannot say this all at the same time.
No frills.
There's a lot. Longos and Farm Boy.
That's not like bongos.
Longos. Longos.
Oh, okay. And what is the trashy place that it kind of has everything in its
Walmart.
No frills.
No frills is good though.
You're missing out on the culture. We'll see that. Hey, now, what was the weirdest thing? What's one of the weirdest things that you've collected? I used to collect just rocks when I was a child. amethyst phase, so I'd go to one of those gift stores and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy like a little topaz for like $20, and then they'd be like, man, this store is scamming people. These are worthless. For real. Do you think that Bowser is hot in the new Mario movie? I think that Jack Black is extremely fuckable, so 100% I'm just on that. Mario scared me. I was like, I don't know anything about this, but I'm on Team Bowser, 100%. Can you name all of Canada's 13 provinces? Fuck no. And a question here, other than Bring Me to Life, what's your go-to karaoke song? Oh, I would also do A Whole New World from Aladdin, 100%. And I would also do both parts.
Do it now.
Set a precedent now, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens. I do want to get a selfie before we leave, because the pics are didn't happen like the feet pic. And I've been on a quest to try and make it better, because the couple times I posted it, it looked so crap, oh my god, so I've now turned this into the world's biggest ring light, but I'm gonna see how many people I can fit in this pic. Okay, wait, let me go higher. Here we go.
Such a big head.
You guys at the very end might want to just like scooch in on a couple rows, because I don't want to like decapitate anybody.
You want us to stand
You guys in the middle, this is like a...
Do you want us to stand here? Should we stand here? Stand there, sure.
Oh, you're not going to stay there because I'm not French check, please. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Fuck kissing her.
I just want to say, now that you've seen me, I'm obviously really boring and uninteresting. No! You have to pretend that it's a surprise. So I'll come out and go, oh my god, it's Dan! What amazing, wonderful.
I'll start shaking and crying.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yes!
I'm on the inside all the time, so that works. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful freezing day in Toronto. I'll see you on the other side. Goodbye.
This is so weird, but you guys have to leave and then come back in. So
What?
I'm making you do exercise. I apologize so much, but I'll see you.
Dan, that's okay!